The men go, this is too much! We're going overseas! We're going overseas! You know what, sir? Good luck finding a woman overseas who's gonna come back to this country and work to help pay your one-bedroom rent.
That doesn't even make sense.
And now y'all are mad, talking about, oh, we're gonna get our passport. Go ahead. Clap, clap. You didn't make the roster anyway.
Okay, what's your problem then?
Every passport bro I know in the real world is an American bottom feeder in our dating pool, okay?
Oh, nah, that is so disrespectful and condescending.
Alright, I gotta take some time to address this here.
These people are so mad, it's unbelievable. And if you thought the bashing of passport bros was slowing down, newsflash, it is not. The movement itself is getting bigger and broader every day, and so there's a lot more new people talking about it. But then the conversation is getting more nuanced, more creative, but a lot more weird. So what exactly are these people saying now?
Essentially what they're going to do is find a woman, many of whom are very young. Because in many of these countries they're going to, the legal age of consent is much younger than the United States. If you don't see why that's disturbing, get some help.
I looked into the legal minimum age of marriage in popular destinations for passport bros. Here is a comparison with the United States where it is 18. As you can see, it is not much different either.
They're going after these women who are very young, very vulnerable, very naive, usually in poor families, and they're essentially buying these women from their families, which, I'm sorry, is human trafficking.
I think some Western women are failing to accept the fact that in many foreign countries, women can look younger even into their 30s. Just look at this.
I'm assuming that she is over 18, but she looks 15. And that's the issue that we have with these passport bros. We're not jealous. Comes off as creepy and exploitative.
I'm 40. I actually thought my wife was 33. Tell you the truth, when I wrote...
32.
I thought she was 33 when I wrote down the questions. Apparently she's 32.
I'm assuming that she is over 18, but she looks 15.
Well, I don't know why you think we're underage, but we can't exactly help the fact that we look a lot younger than you think we should.
You lose.
You're going to another country to buy a wife out of poverty and bring her back here to essentially be your housekeeper and sex slave. It's human trafficking. You can throw a marriage certificate on it to make it look more wholesome, but it's human trafficking. That's what it is. In many cases where these girls are underage, it's pedophilia.
You have to give these foreign countries some credit. These foreign women are just as educated as you, if not more. Instead of all these wild accusations, maybe consider that this may be the reason why so many Western men are marrying abroad.
People are people regardless of where they're at. However, Asian women in general and Filipino women who are also Asian have a tendency to be more loyal to their partners than westernized women. Now, it doesn't mean that there's no loyal Western women either. It's just I found that there's a higher percentage of Asian women that are more loyal than the percentage of Western women.
Let's think about it this way. All I said was that you have to be a better human, and that if you have to get a passport essentially to go get coochie, then that says something about you. Why? Because there's millions of people here in America, including people that travel overseas. So if you can't get a girl here, then good luck getting a girl anywhere else.
Now that you've said that, let me actually blow your mind. Do you know how many women are outside North America? 3.7 billion. So yes, an American passport bro has way more options outside North America than you could ever imagine.
And you also want to know why? Because in other countries, men are held at a different standard. They are providers. They do pay for a lot of the shit. They are the main breadwinner, and they do take care of shit. Unlike a lot of you men nowadays, huh? And what? Y'all don't like America because we have free will here? Or is it because women have more rights and we're able to provide for ourselves, and now that we're realizing that we don't need you, it's showing? And now y'all are mad, talking about, oh, we're gonna get our passport. Go ahead. Clap, clap. You didn't make the roster anyway. Don't hate from outside of the club that you couldn't even get in.
So basically, you don't need these men, you don't even like them, but you still don't want them to go somewhere else to find happiness. You are not a good person.
Certain women will say, I don't want you, but they'll try to keep you hanging on this little string. And it's not that they don't want you, they just want to see if they can do better than you. And when they realize they can't, then they're going to reel you back in. So it's, I don't want you, but I don't want you with anybody else because I might want you later. So in that meantime, they're treating men like shit, and the men are waking up and we're seeing this and we're saying, fuck that crap. We'll go to someone that actually wants to acknowledge my worth right off the bat. It's just accountability. That's all it is.
We have failed these men, and for some reason they feel like they have to not only go outside of the United States, but they don't want an African woman, a Haitian woman. They go straight to the Asian country.
Oh my dear, I've seen a lot of passport bros go to Africa to find their wives. Some even go to the Caribbean specifically for black women. So that your point is a blatant lie.
You guys know how to treat these men far better than we do. We have failed by demanding the bare minimum, respect, protection, things along those lines. Commitment, fidelity. We have really messed up by expecting men to be able to rise to that standard. And that's on us. And you know, they love to tell us that we're going to be lonely, we're going to be cat ladies when we get older, but that is a burden that we have to bear for our mistake. We loved them whenever they didn't love us, they ran all over us, they blamed us, and then here we are. And not all women have been in the right. There are some of us who have also hurt men, but for the majority of us, we just missed the mark. We fell short. We don't know how to be submissive and quiet like you. Please teach us, because we're obviously doing something wrong, and these men are running from us.
That was so damn sarcastic. I love it. At least you are not shouting angrily.
So in their mind, it's all mythical, and it has these magic women who don't need to be treated like humans and would gladly marry them and cook and clean for them and whatever. To bring back a mythical unicorn Stepford housewife.
Let's forget these passport bros for a minute. The kind of language that some of these Western women are using to describe foreign women is borderline offensive. Like, the superiority complex is completely insane. Anyways, let's get back on course.
Go to Asian and you can get a woman for $20 and a bag of rice. Words from one of the men you're defending. We know American men, you don't. This person hit their head on a rock? Like, this is actually giving me a headache. Like, let's go to Asian? Where's Asian?
If there's one thing these passport bros have done really well, it is their epic display of their love stories abroad on social media.
Pranked my baby love.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Took her to Walmart for wedding rings.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Then we went to the premier shop in Honolulu.
My life in the beautiful sea.
Confused and grouchy.
You and I.
Oh, this is for real.
You're a shooting star, I see. A vision of ecstasy. When you hold me, I'm alive. We're like diamonds in the sky. I knew that we met from one right away.
Thank you. Next stop, wedding dress.
So sweet. This kind of content probably explains why so many Western women are triggered. But hold on, there's even more.
Mi bebé, pues mi amor. El avioncito para mi papi Montana. Toma. Muy bueno.
Muy bueno. Gracias.
De nada, mi amor.
Nice. Hold on a minute. The drama surrounding the passport bros is about to get way more interesting. Listen to Western women go deeper into what they claim to be the true agenda of the passport bros, and watch the real passport bros and their foreign women respond to each one of them. It's about to get very tasty. Let's go.
Like, y'all really just don't get it. Every passport bro I know in the real world is an American bottom feeder in our dating pool, okay? He complains about gold diggers while he has no gold. He wants to escape the dating expectations of American women, but then complains about the marriage expectations of traditional foreign women.
Look, when you say that you're a passport bro, I'm just keeping it real. When you say that, you are publicly admitting that you don't have the personality, social skills, or the confidence to get a lady in your country.
A bullshit?
Or maybe, hear me out, they are trying to escape this kind of dating scene for some peace of mind. But just to be clear, this is the kind of dating scene that they are running away from.
1/3 of women in a new survey admitted to going out on a date just for a free meal. They were hungry.
No romantic interest. They couldn't care less. They just want a free meal.
If you take me to McDonald's, that'll be the last date we go on. And
if I'm like, yo, be ready at 6, I'm gonna pick you up, and then we,
you know. McDonald's, don't ever talk to me again. You're getting blocked.
How much do you expect the guy to spend on the first date?
At least $500. You gotta pay to get my hair done, my nails done, my feet done.
So let me ask you this: if he pays for all that, right, and the date doesn't go good, are you gonna refund him?
Hell no. You gotta spend how I look, and I look good, so you gotta spend a good bag.
How much is that though?
As much as I want him to.
You know what's even better? Let's allow a passport bro to address this issue.
Truth is, dating in America is probably the worst place in the world to date as an American man. Some women in the West are taught men ain't shit and masculinity is toxic. At the same age as some women in other countries are taught the little things you can do to help a man feel heard and respected. Like how boys are taught to open doors or give flowers to women. People need the passport bros to be losers or predators, because then they don't have to wonder why intelligent, successful, genuine men are leaving and having the time of their lives.
I thought the masculine role of providing and protecting was universal, and that as men we naturally and instinctively grow up with these roles in mind. But apparently the Western women disagree. They claim that these passport bros are not traditional men, and so they are in for a very big surprise in these foreign countries.
Okay, we seriously need to talk about the passport bros movement. And first of all, these men are hypocrites, because for all their talk about the importance of traditional values, they certainly don't have any themselves.
Culturally speaking, you lack the ability to be the strong alpha male leader that you want to be treated as such.
But is that really true though? Let's listen to a Filipina address this issue.
He makes me feel safe and comfortable. He makes me feel loved and secure. He helped me grow and molded me into a woman that I am right now, with so much more confidence in myself. He taught me things that I did not know before. He inspires me to do better every day. He never makes me feel neglected even when he's afar. He caters to my needs. He is such a hardworking man and responsible. He never makes me feel that I am such a nuisance. Never. He appreciates even the littlest thing that I do for him. He loves and respects me. Aww. And he's my soulmate.
They also claim that the passport bros are targeting countries where the dollar has a much higher purchasing power. So in that way, they are economically taking advantage of these foreign women. It's a very interesting one.
These men aren't interested in finding a traditional woman. They just fetishize, hypersexualize, and stereotype women from developing countries and essentially leverage global economic inequality for their own personal gain.
Go somewhere economically desolate to find someone more submissive. And y'all think you can exploit these countries that have these gorgeous young women that are open to pursuing American men.
They are not experiencing success with their local demographic of women that actually won't tolerate their bullshit. So then they take their bullshit to a different country to then abuse, manipulate, and take advantage of this economic situation. And you are relative in a country where your currency is trading at 30 times less a US dollar, then of course you're going to experience a huge amount of inequitable power structure.
Wow, I am struggling to make sense of this one. Are they really saying that just because the passport bros will get more value for their money abroad, they are automatically going to financially abuse the women there? Is that really true though? Well, a foreign woman has an answer to this question.
Saying like men only go overseas because they're the bottom of the barrier here that no one wants, and they only want women that's easy to control. They want a maid, they want a servant, they want a doormat, etc. In what world that gives you an impression that women overseas are easier to control, easier to manipulate, that we're not smart to see what a good man is?
I didn't know this was a thing, but for some weird reason, there are men who are also bashing the passport bros. It's a bit cringe because I thought this was mostly the Western women responding to the passport bros. It's quite interesting though, but let's hear them out.
I just saw a tweet of a man encouraging other men to go overseas to find wives because it's too difficult to find one in America. And what I found mind-boggling about the tweet is that there's still countries today where men have to have land in order to get a wife. A man has to prove to a woman's family he has land, a house, assets, he's financially stable to even get a chance at marriage, a chance at the woman. And then in our country, women tell men, oh, hey, can you maybe not text me at 10:30 p.m. on a Tuesday night to come over?
I don't think this guy knows what he's talking about. Does he even know what modern women are asking for to even consider a simple date? In 2023, they are constantly upgrading their insane requirements. It's beyond the average man at this point.
I'm not joking. I have asked the last 3 dudes I've dated for their bank account info on the first date.
I don't judge people's actions. I look at the intention behind it. So like, why do you ask for that?
Because I only want to date a wealthy guy that has money.
This is the kind of dating scene that they are running away from.
And I only want to deal with guys that's paying bills. I am a gold digger. I don't care. Exactly. So if you want to come into my life and get my time and get my effort and my energy, you need to be offering something.
An epidemic of gold digging whores in this country.
On a date with me, can you maybe bring flowers on the first date?
With the flowers in hand. She said, why did you buy flowers?
Should you bring flowers to a first date? The answer, unfortunately, is no.
Nice, he got me flowers on the first date? Like, what kind of serial killer does that?
Can you court me? And the men go, this is too much! We're going overseas! We're going overseas! You know what, sir? Good luck finding a woman overseas who's gonna come back to this country and work to help pay your 1-bedroom rent.
Well, actually...
I've been around the whole world, girl, there's no one like you. But baby, no delay, what to say, nah. So girl, no time to waste, what to say, nah. I'ma be a boo if you be my babe. And we can go far, we can get away. So we can have a little fun like a holiday. My baby, chance to our love, so we're celebrating. I've been searching for true love, but I never thought I'd find. When I look into your eyes, all I think is paradise. If my heart is a giant, you number one from end to start. If my heart is a mixtape, the mixtape is bound to blow.
Alright, passport bros, step into my office real quick. Listen, the women are not mad that you guys are going overseas and basically participating in prostitution. What sisters are irritated about is that you go overseas and trick your money off and you're coming back home harassing sisters and telling them that they're undesirable. These women don't really care that y'all are going overseas and basically being tricks and simps because y'all aren't desirable anyway. Most men who participate in the passport movement are undesirable.
Most passport bros are undesirable men. Wow. You are saying this because you are the standard of a desirable man? That's interesting. Some Western women also believe that the whole passport bro trend was a joke on the internet and that these men really just want some attention from foreign women on the internet.
What they really want, most of them, is just the attention that they're gonna get from random women on the internet. They're not leaving the country, they can't afford to. Definitely cannot afford a traditional wife.
A few moments later.
It is crazy. Half of the couples in this airport right now are beautiful Thai women with super basic white dudes.
Speaking to the amount of black men that are currently in Cartagena, but it is very rare for me to see a large number of black men on a flight that I'm on. It is very rare. So to arrive and have a flight full of men, but also to see other flights full of men, and the customs line was crazy long. So when I say that
there were black men everywhere. I literally mean there were black men everywhere. There's a lot of people that are like, oh, it's just dusties, it's just broke men, it's just men that other women wouldn't date. I saw lots of very attractive men. I saw lots of men who looked like they had means. They looked like they had their stuff together. They were dressed well. They had good luggage. Like these were not men that you're just like, oh, girl, nobody wants them. What was the most shocking to me as I was waiting for my Uber, there were women in club dresses picking up men. And the time was very much like, oh, you've been here before, but it's your homeboy's first time. And she brought somebody for him. All the black men that I saw at the airport, I ain't seen none of them in the streets.
Now that we know that the passport bro movement is no joke, maybe it's about time Western women sit back, relax, and reevaluate this trend. Instead of all the accusations, name-calling, and disrespect, maybe they should try to understand these passport bros and try to see if they can win these men back. Or is that not an option? Oh, okay.
I've not seen any women crying over passport bros. However, I have seen a lot of women laughing at passport bros. Because we can replace men like you with cats and dogs, but y'all have to literally go to another country because no other woman in your own country wants you anymore. That's what we call a whole cope, honey.
I get it. You don't think highly of the passport bros.
If you don't want them, then somebody else wants them. Why not go to another country where the women will love and respect you? And then you try to shame these guys for doing what they want to do. At the end of the day, it's their money. It's their time. If they want to go over there to another country, let them go to another country. Oh, you know why? Because at the end of the day, those guys won't be simping for you no more. Those guys won't be taking you out on dates no more. Then the pookies will have to take you on dates and do things that they didn't have to do in the first place.
Honestly, we could go on and on with these videos from Western women about the passport bros. At the end of the day, the passport bro movement is no joke. In fact, it's even going mainstream with articles like this.
Some of you westernized women, I don't need a man. I don't want a man. I can pay my own bills. I make my own money. I'm independent. I'm an alpha woman. Turn it down. Queen, the wifey, what happened to it? But when you reach your knockout stage at 30, 35 with 2-3 kids later, then you want a man? Ladies, wake up.
My Dominican Republic Africans are Africans, brothers and sisters. They might speak Spanish, they might be a little lighter than the rest of us, but they are African. We must stay focused, my brothers, in the Dominican Republic. We must stay focused.